You probably heard the name C and C++, two of the oldest programming language still running in the modern world. Like they're even older than my grandmother. But what is the difference between them? Are they the same but different, but similar but different? And most importantly, like what should you learn first, or what should you only learn? At the end of the video you will get all the answers. I will explain to you in a way like you were still a baby and you will still understand what I am saying. But first, let me ask you something. Every video game you ever played, every website you ever visited, and every single app you have on your phone, have you ever thought like how they were even created? Well, simply it is built on code. There are a lot of programming language which is used in coding, and C and C++ are among of those language who are pretty much the oldest and still used in modern world. Well, they are not outdated. They are a backbone of modern technology. But if you want to learn coding, you need to understand the difference between them. I would try to explain you in a very simple example. Suppose a car. Suppose C is a car and it wants to go from A to B. It would go fast, it's easily reliable, and it would exactly do what you say it to do. Like exactly the same, nothing more, nothing less. But if you now imagine C++ as the exact same car, it's the exact same car, but this time it is filled with extra stuff, like for instance, added GPS, added autopilot, a sunroof, heated seat, and also with an extra added coffee machine or something. Yeah, like same car, same foundation, just way more features built on top. And you can say that's the relationship between C and C++. Like C++ was built on top of C. It took everything C already did well and added a whole new layer of power. But another key point is they think differently. Like now it get interesting. Like they do look different in many ways, but they also think differently. C is what we call procedural, like the steps we take. That means you write the steps and computer will follow them one by one, top to bottom. Okay, like a recipe. Step 1, chop the onions. Step 2, heat the pan. Step 3, go kiss your wife. You know what I'm saying, like a step-by-step process following, no confusion, just simple. But C++ is what we call object oriented. Instead of writing a list of steps, we create objects, and those objects have their own properties. They have their own jobs. They also talk to each other. Maybe in a simple way, C thinks like a recipe and C++ thinks like an entire restaurant. Like entire restaurant, you got chefs, waiters, managers, cashiers. That's the important part. Like everyone is doing their own specific job and they're communicating with each other and working as one system. Well, both of the language were built to solve problems, but C++ can solve much better complicated problems. Now talking about complexity, C is a smaller language, like very few rules, less to memorize, and very easy to learn language. That's why everybody starts with C if they want to learn coding. If you are a newcomer in the coding world, obviously C would be the best and simple coding language for you. C++ on the other hand is, way bigger. More rules, more features, and more power obviously. Takes longer to master. Like truly to master it, it would take a long time in compared to C. But those extra effort, it pays off massively. Like of course C++ is more advanced. Think of C as learning a bicycle and C++ as learning to ride a motorcycle. Yep, more faster, more extra features, more capable. And C language will give you knowledge about the fundamental and basics. So yeah, but the biggest potential difference between these two is how they handle your data. In C language, your data and your functions are completely separate. Everything is almost open. It's simple, it's direct. You don't have to hesitate too much. It's very simple, like you will open the door, you will go out. Yeah, as simple as that. But in C++, your data and functions are bundled together inside something called a class. And with classes, you can actually hide data from other parts of your codes. You will decide what's visible and what's locked away. This is known as encapsulation. and it's the foundation of almost how every modern programming language works today. And Python does it too. Obviously, Java also does it, JavaScript also does it, and C++ obviously does it. Like that's why they're used more frequently. But this was first used in C++. Like these all other languages borrowed that thing from C++. And if you're learning C++, you're not just learning C++, you're also learning the concept that powers modern programming as a whole. And now let's talk about speed. Many people argue that C is way faster than C++, but technically, in some very specific cases, yes, they are right. C is very close to machine language, so it's not that heavy, so it just runs faster. C++ adds some overhead because all of the extra features. But if you count microseconds, they're like almost unnoticeable. Like you can't tell the difference, like just few microsecond difference. So yeah, not a big deal. It's like comparing Ferrari and Lamborghini. I know both are fast, but if you put either of them, like either of C and C++ next to Python, Java, or JavaScript, they both disappear into distance. Like they can't stand a chance. I mean, they're very, very, very faster. That's what I'm saying, because they are very extraordinary faster. That's why they are still used in 2026 for things like operating systems, game engines, and real-time softwares, where every milliseconds counts. Sorry, I couldn't show you any sort of code difference. I will show that in upcoming videos, but it was just a concept clear video. So now you could say the conclusion, like what to learn. Well, C is fast, simple, close to machine, and perfect to understand for the beginnings, and you can learn the fundamentals very easily. C++ takes everything C does and just add extra like object oriented programming over it, and classes, and a whole new level of power and organization. That's it. Same roots, but different capabilities. Both are still relevant, still working properly in this modern era. And the best thing you can do is obviously first learn C language and then learn C++. As simple as that, obviously. And why not you would learn C++ and won't learn C? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. So you can learn C first and then C++, or I would make videos like teaching you both of them at the same time. Like, okay, at first it would be something like this in C and something like this in C++. So that's how you would learn the comparison and the difference between them very easily. And that extra part, I will add that later. So yeah, let's start the journey.